Oh, who doesn't love an offensive line coach? Maulers up front. And so they have hired Butch Barry as their offensive line coach. Double B.
BB.
You know him?
No.
No.
Oh, I was like, yes, tell me good stuff.
Well, here's the thing. I want to be fair to Butch because I got to be honest with you. I don't know who's a good offensive line coach and who's not, other than Munchak. Everybody loves that dude. But I don't know who's a good offensive line coach. I do know, though, the reports out of Denver were they were laughing at Miami for hiring this guy.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently he left. He's not a which I found this odd for an offensive line coach. He apparently and reportedly wouldn't talk to players if they had criticism. He left Post-its in their locker.
I already don't like this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would say this.
Is Chris Forrester available?
Here's what I would say. If you look at offensive line coaches throughout the league, there is usually no coach that has more interaction with his players and has a better relationship than his players than an offensive line coach. And they're on every team that I've been in.
Right.
And let me name some of my offensive line coaches. Mike Tice.
Oh, who doesn't love a good Mike Tice dressing up in the old uniform?
Kurt Ferenz.
Woo. Wow.
And we can go back as far as college. Les Miles.
The grass eater?
Yep.
Les Miles was your offensive line coach?
At Michigan, yeah. Guess who my wide receiver coach was?
Cam
Cameron.
Yeller, you told me.
He was a yeller. Right. And all of a sudden.
Was he?
Yeah.
Here was the other thing that gave me a little bit of pause with this Butch Barry. Again, the reason Mike McDaniel hired him is he knows him. They were on the staff together in San Francisco in 2021.
Yep.
So he gets fired this year. We know Denver was a disaster. You know, Nathaniel Hackett, and they had a bad offensive line. They did have injuries this year, in fairness. So I don't want to completely throw Butch under the bus. I'm just telling you that a lot of the reports out of Denver are laughter. Here's the other thing that really scared me. He coached the Canes offensive line in 2019.
Who? What?
You heard me. He coached the Miami Hurricanes offensive line in 2019 under Manny Diaz. And
can I just say, doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies.
Doesn't give me the goosies, dude. Doesn't give me the goosies.
Although, I will say this. If you are looking for your offensive line coach to get goosies, we need to reevaluate your gooses. Because, like, you really shouldn't get all warm and fuzzy about an assistant coach.
That's totally
anyway.
fair.
Right?
Fangs is as much as I would ever get any emotional investment, your coordinator. I can't get crazy about the offensive line coach. I'm just letting people know a lot of people are laughing at this hire. And I'm looking at the resume. I'm like, I can kind of see it. Now, here's the thing with Butch. Here's the thing that's great for him. Here's the secret sauce, Butch. If Teron Armstead plays, you guys are good. If he doesn't, they're not. It's kind of as simple as that.
So why are we worrying about, who the coach is?
Oh, I just found it funny that he left Post-its in people's lockers.
I can, what I can honestly say? I don't think I've ever had a coach on any team that I played on that didn't have a relationship with players. Right? Like, and I mean that because keep in mind, at some point during the course of a season, these coaches got to come to these players and have tough conversations. If you don't have a relationship with that player, how the hell are you going to go and demand more of him?
This is Benjamin Albright. He covers the Broncos for KOA. Is KOA one of our stations? No, I don't think they are. Either way, he said on Butch Barry, his style of offering criticism without correction didn't go over well here. Left notes in lockers instead of in-person communication. Multiple players suggested he didn't seem to know what he was doing. Is that all?
I will say this. When you have a When players start saying the coach don't know what the hell he's doing, like I've never heard, you know what I mean?
I've also I don't know if this is real, but I saw that Albright retweeted it, so I guess I don't know if this guy is a drip scholar or what, but apparently some guy claims that he texted a bunch of a few Broncos players, and they like responded with laughter that the Dolphins had hired this guy.
Right.
He goes, one guy said to him, I truly don't know how this happens. So I don't know. But here's the big thing. You got your star left tackle. They got their center figured out. Robert Hunt's going to be there. We know that. I think honestly, like, look, can this guy get you anything out of Austin Jackson? Should he stay healthy? And figure out if Liam Eichenberg is any good, because you invested 2 high draft picks in those guys, and I have no idea if they can play football.
Now, here's what I would say about that. If you require development of young players, you probably ought to have somebody who's more interactive with your players.
Maybe.
Just saying.
Maybe. I think, whatever. It's the offensive line coach. I'm not going to get crazy about it.
I looked up the 2019 Hurricanes to see where they ranked according to Pro Football Focus.
Not good.
100. They were ranked 100.
Look, for whatever reason, this Canes O-line and this Dolphins O-line been a mystery to crack for a couple decades here. Doesn't matter the faces, the places, or whoever, the coaches. They it just, it doesn't seem. Now I think the good thing is I think the Dolphins offensive coordinator, Frank Smith, I think he has a big hand in the offensive line anyway, because he doesn't call the plays.
See, there you go. So understand that you kind of have to
not get so crazy about it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not. I saw the people were freaking out about this yesterday. I was like, well, I guess, but it's the O-line coach.
Right.
As Dade South says, just don't sniff coke and he'll be okay.
I mean,
although that guy did sniff coke, and look how much money he's making.
There's those big grains falling.
He's getting paid like a head coach.
Guy keeps failing up. I mean, also at the Super Bowl twice.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? He must be a really good coach.
He must be, dude. Yeah,
right?
He must be getting to that
the
direct contact.
Josh Gordon, the coaches.
Hey, boo boo, we're gonna do some blow.
Speaking of blow,
wait, you got to do the other part. I'm high as a kite, Yogi.
That's my favorite one.
Hey, boo boo, we're gonna do some blow.
I'm high as a kite, Yogi.
When does Cocaine Bear come out? It comes out
That's
soon,
what I was
right?
going to say. Isn't that already out?
I think it comes out either this week or next week.
Let's find out.
Find out, JFig, when that comes out. Evan 11 says the advanced metrics show the Broncos O-line improved from 21 to 22.
Really? You're going to have a hard time selling that one. I'm just saying.
Advanced metrics.
Did you watch the Broncos? Like, you telling me they
did give up a lot. Well, they gave up a lot of sacks, but I don't know. Is that because Russell Wilson stinks? Like, and he's just sitting back there.
He was the most mobile. So how many sacks would they've given up if the guy was a statue?
Oh, man.
He was running for his life.
Afik says February 24th for Cocaine Bear. I still
Yep.
want to do a field trip for that.
Definitely want to go.
I'd love to go see Cocaine Bear. You guys want to go see Cocaine Bear?
You know, they got new ticket
Yes.
prices now.
What do you mean?
AMC has changed. Now, if you want to sit in the middle, it's going to cost you more than sitting in the aisle or something like
What?
that. Yeah, they're changing their ticket prices for movie theaters.
Oh, so
Not
now
that
they're doing the tickets like stadium seating?
Yeah, like stadiums or like airlines.
Well, do the tickets that break your neck up front when they're the only ones left? Do you get a break?
Yeah, I mean, they're a little bit
They
cheaper.
better put those
but
cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still going to be much more than you'd want to
Let me tell you,
spend for a blocked theater.
All I need is some popcorn, some candies that I bring with me,
I would say some cargo pockets, apparently.
some cargo pockets. I got to have a cherry Coke mix and a small Jack.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll watch any movie y'all. I'll watch any movie y'all want me to. I got. You know what? I got to go see.
I love Jack.
I have designated next week as a family trip. We are going
Ant-Man.
to see. Yep. Quantum Realm.
Love it. Other headlines: Panthers back on the ice tonight against the San Jose Sharks. Puck drops at 7:00 from FLA Live Arena. I bring this up only because I see Andy Slater has just tweeted out an update on Victor Erat. Kind of. Slater asked, I asked a Florida Panthers spokesperson for an update on the Victor Erat attack.
Wait. What?
That's journalism right there. He was told ongoing investigation.
First of all, I'm not even mad at Victor Erat. He trying to, he don't want the kids to get terrified if he kick old boy's ass. I'm mad at Janet Jackson with the mic around his mouth that didn't call nobody, stop nothing. His way of fixing it was to try to put Victor Erat's shirt back on.
It was a deer in headlights moment for that guy, for sure.
Also, you're not going to scare off kids fighting for your life there, basically. Because
I don't know. But
when you're watching hockey,
right,
the kids are going to get more scared watching that.
It is pretty brutal.
Okay.
And then wait a minute. Here's the kicker. They let the assailant
just go back to his
away.
seat.
I don't get it. I would have escorted him out.
For
Yes,
sure.
quickly.
He assaulted
I kicked Victor E's ass. Woohoo!
It was ridiculous.
Plus, they were losing 7-1.
7-1.
Get out of here.
He is supposed to get clotheslined, taken to the ground, handcuffed, and have everybody in the vicinity cheer as he's taken away in cuffs.
Period.
We'll take a quick break. Get to this Roger Goodell.
It's like when the naked guy runs on the football field.
Take him out.
Take him out.
How is that not going to scare children, please?